All right, boys, the announcement is here. The announcement of the announcement. Look, this literally dropped like 4 minutes after I checked one last time. I was like, I'm going to bed. I got to get up early. Literally 4 more minutes. I could have made this last night, but look, the third edict. Let's look at this real quick. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? So anyway, let's watch it.
This weapon is our only chance to save humanity.
The hooded one.
We must invoke the third edict.
Let's turn on subtitles.
This weapon is our only chance to save humanity.
Okay, this weapon is our only chance to save humanity. I believe that's got to do with the lore. Obviously, I think to kill the beast, the thing that's in the cage, and like, you know, then in Act 2, and then did we even see it in Act 3? I don't even know if we did. I think we just got to see Doriani. I don't remember, honestly. But pay attention here. You've got this I don't know. But you can see a piece coming up. You see another piece right there, and then another piece connects to it, and this is the hooded one. So whatever this machine is, all 3 of these pieces are collected, and it's forged. The third edict.
Edict. We must invoke the third edict.
All right, so I'm thinking that there's a lot of speculation. All right, leave it to the community to literally figure this shit out all the time. But here's what I'm thinking. We know we got to kill that like cage beast thing. So I went to Reddit, found some interesting stuff. Some people breaking down some in-game lore and stuff. So the Arbiter, when you fight him, says something about the 4th edict, I believe. So somebody said Doriani on ancient weapon. If only I had more time. There is an ancient weapon, a weapon that was used against corruption from a civilization lost to the ages. I have 1 piece of it. 3 others were scattered. I have been searching for them, but the Karui, I don't know. Words are hard. Have interfered at every turn. Rakiata threw 1 piece into the sea, so we might have to go to the underwater city of Swatha to get it. If it was also the real for Acts 5 and 6, I think it would be more dramatic. Well, here's my thing, right? If Doriani said, you know, obviously there's 3 pieces. There's another thing we'll read down here. This announcement trailer shows all 3 pieces coming together and being forged. So to me, if I had to speculate, that is showing that we're going to get all the acts here at once. If it was just a teaser for the next act, we already know it's going to be with the water, the ships, the islands. We already know that that's coming for Act 4. If they were going to tease just Act 4, they would tease something where we go find one of the pieces of the artifact, which somebody talks about here, from Rakiata herself. I was 13 when an eternal army attacked my tribe. They were in search of an ancient and powerful weapon from our myths, but we only had a single piece of it. Our chieftain was felled into his sleep. My father was as well. So I took up his weapon and I went about the work that needed to be done. Once they were dead, knowing that more would come if we had what they wanted, I entrusted Tassalio with our piece of that fabled spear. My tribe tried to put me in charge after that, but I refused the mantle. I just did what I thought was right, and they followed. Although there was something in the myth of that spear's power, in the moments I held just a piece of it, my hand was permanently scarred as if it had been burned by unseen and unfelt heat. Tassalio is the Korui water god, and the gods were asleep at the time, so I figured that entrusting him with something means throwing it into the sea. So here's the thing, right? If it was just going to be Act 4, I don't think they would have shown us fusing all 3 pieces. Like, this is like final, we collected all the pieces. The hooded one, Sin here, is fusing it together, and that means we can go kill the beast. So I'm gonna say all the acts are coming. That's what I'm going with. Somebody said this was a promo before launch, and it shows what we just witnessed. All right, looks like a gun lance. Maybe we'll get the gun lance in the game, new weapon. But this is the fucking spear. Now this looks way cooler than it did in the video. But you know, I didn't really read much more. A lot of comments, and then the early access announcements. GGG Live will begin at 1 p.m. PDT, which is 3 p.m. Central for me, which would be 4 p.m. Eastern if you're in the U.S. in your local time. A day earlier, hell yeah. We'll cover all the details of our next content update for Path of Exile 2. After the live stream, Jonathan and Mark will answer your questions in a Q&A session with Ziggy D, followed by the patch notes. So, Wednesday, we are getting the big announcement, the big reveal, which we've been waiting for. I'm super hyped for this. And we'll also get a Q&A plus patch notes. And then we'll have 9 more days. Now, this all happens one day before Last Epoch's new season. So that's probably why they did it, because they say a day earlier in the week than usual. So since Last Epoch moved their season last time to accommodate Dawn of the Hunt, I feel like this is them going, hey, they're doing a league launch. Let's bump this to the day before and not do it on their league launch. So props to GGG for, moving it earlier. You love to see it. So as always, Twitch drops will be enabled for live stream with the reward to be announced soon. Co-streaming is welcome. So as you know, they do it on the channel. We'll be live streaming it. We'll be checking it out, and it'll be a good time. So Path of Exile 2, the third Edict launch date. You will be able to play the third Edict content update at 1 p.m. That'll be 3 p.m. for me. On PC and consoles, August 29th. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. 2 freaking weeks. Can't wait to show you what we've been working on. So that's that. That is that. I'm excited. We got this little teaser. I'm sure people are going to keep ripping it apart and trying to figure out what's going on. But I mean, it's obvious that all 3 pieces are coming together right here, and he's forging it.
The third edict.
I saw some comments about people saying they heard a bear growling or something, but somebody else was like, yeah, it was in other announcement trailers as well. So people are speculating that Druid is coming. Honestly, we don't know. If we get the rest of the acts, this is going to be huge, which they did say they're coming sooner than you think. But I mean, regardless, that's my take. Because like I said, if it was just Act 4, they would have shown something from the water or something from us retrieving it. Just the one piece, not all pieces being forged together. There's no way in Act 4 alone we're going to get all 3 pieces and forge them together. That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's what we got, boys. I'm hyped. Subscribe if you're new. Come back. And I will see you on the next one.